Tyler Adkins, RF engineer. Been with the company now for about 3.5 years. Was one of the original guys that came over. Was, I guess, employee number 2 after Matane. So,
Wow.
I've been here for the long haul.
Good.
No.
What do you like to do for fun?
I like to fly fish, play golf, be outside, whether it's like camping or hiking or something like that.
Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's your favorite restaurant and why?
There's a restaurant up in Ackworth called Henry's Louisiana Grill.
Huh.
And it is a haul to get there from Buckhead. It's like 45 minutes to an hour, but it's the best Cajun food you'll ever get. It's been on ABC News, and there's always, like, you gotta get a reservation a week in advance. So
Worth the trip, huh?
worth the trip.
Good.
Definitely worth the trip.
Good. Speaking of eating, what's your go-to candy or snack?
Probably beef jerky. Beef jerky is good on a good road trip or out in the woods or fly fishing. Something that doesn't go bad, doesn't melt.
Yeah.
Stays good for a long time. So,
Any particular flavor?
kind of like depends what it is. If I'm close to Kentucky, you can get this Mingua beef jerky that's awesome. It's all like organic, family-owned place. Get that and bring it back, and they have like a spicy one that's really good.
Yeah. So you have you've got all kinds of experience as an engineer, and you chose Notora. Why Notora?
I chose Notora because really liked working with Dave, Josh, and Jonathan. They've always kind of led the way, and always learning something new, and every day is different. So working with them and working with this team has been a lot of fun, and really wouldn't give it up. So
Good. Awesome. So what is the best concert you've ever attended?
Widespread Panic, New Year's Eve. I think it was like 4 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Freaking crazy. It was awesome. There are tons of lights and huge countdown at New Year's, confetti and balloons, and it was incredible.
Who would you most like to swap places with for a day?
Probably a National Geographic photographer. Go out and travel the world, take some pretty incredible photos, and experience a lot of different things around the world. So that'd be awesome.
And speaking of being all over the world, if you could go somewhere you've never been, where would you choose to go?
Switzerland.
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 How about
Yeah,
that?
I'd like to go see the Matterhorn and all the mountain towns, maybe do some skiing up there. So, yeah.